If you are not following us, you will probably never see us again. But if you are, congratulations, you are growing every single day. Today, we reveal subnet 5, Hone. In the quest for AGI, traditional AI has hit a wall of scale and inefficiency. Hone is Bittensor's hierarchical pre-training subnet, building layered intelligence toward true general intelligence. While miners train base models, validators optimize complex hierarchies. This creates modular AI that evolves like human cognition. With a $13 million market cap and a staggering 209% APY, it's a beast for advanced pre-training. No more flat models. Hierarchical depth is the key to reasoning. Welcome to Hone, the path to AGI.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hash Rate. My guest today is Robert Myers of Hone, H-O-N-E, Subnet 5. Hello, Robert. How you doing? I've gotten a lot smarter about AI, but I come naturally sort of out of the pre-AI technology and crypto space. So I've learned a lot about what is
Flat pre-training is the intelligence ceiling of modern AI. It limits models to shallow tasks and causes them to fail at complex reasoning. Giants like GPT have hit trillion-parameter walls, costing over $100 billion in compute. These centralized systems lack modularity, leading to brittle, hallucinating outputs. Even decentralized alternatives struggle with structure, causing a 50% loss in efficiency. This stalls AGI progress and wastes $50 billion yearly in failed trainings. The bottleneck is clear: non-hierarchical intelligence in a layered world. Advanced pre-training demands structure. Until now, the AGI dream was delayed by its own flat design. SN5 Hone revolutionizes the industry with Bittensor's hierarchical layer. It builds stacked pre-training, moving from base perception to high-level abstract reasoning. Miners train specific levels, while validators integrate these into unified hierarchies. Rewards flow in tau for the most optimal stacks. This scales AGI without needing massive, wasteful parameter counts. From visual processing to pure logic, Hone modularizes intelligence so it can be updated and scaled independently. The solution is layered pre-training at scale, unified hierarchies built for the next stage of human-level machine thought. This is the new architecture of the brain. What is SN5? Hone is Subnet 5, the flagship for hierarchical pre-training on the Bittensor network. It trains layered models that mimic the brain's own hierarchical processing. Miners submit level-specific trainings, while validators score their seamless integration. The metrics as of February 2026 are legendary. Price is $3.02, market cap is $13 million, and the staking APY is a massive 209%. It is the premier marketplace for advanced pre-training research. Hone is where deep hierarchies meet decentralized AI to solve the hardest reasoning problems on Earth. The lab is open, and the rewards are waiting. The real-world crisis. In the real world, AI models fail reasoning because their structures are flat. Hallucinations alone cost $10 billion in errors every year. Pre-training on 1 trillion parameters wastes 80% of compute on redundancy. Enterprises are shunning AGI paths because they lack modularity. You can't fix one layer without retraining the whole beast. This results in $50 billion lost in inefficient trainings. The problem is clear. Scalable pre-training demands layers. Flat intelligence has reached its limit. AGI has been stalled by design flaws, and billions have been wasted until Hone changed the math. How? Hone addresses it. Hone builds the hierarchies required for efficient pre-training. Miners optimize the base perception levels, while validators fuse them into higher-order reasoning. This modular approach reduces parameter counts by 50% while boosting accuracy by 20%. It handles over 100,000 trainings daily, applying specifically to vision language fusion. We are turning flat failures into layered successes by addressing inefficiency with modular AGI. We aren't just training models. We are architecting the future of pre-training. Inefficiency is being erased from the equation. How it works. The mechanism is an industrial-grade research engine. Validators post hierarchy challenges, like train base vision to high-level logic. Miners submit their level-specific models, and validators integrate them, scoring both modularity and accuracy. Yuma Consensus then ranks these contributions for tau rewards. With a monthly pool of over $200,000 in emissions, the alpha tokens are highly stakeable. Submissions are managed via GitHub for custom hierarchies, creating an iterative cycle where layers evolve constantly based on real-world feedback. AGI pre-training is now a live, global competition. Uniqueness and specialty. Hone Specialty is being the first Bittensor subnet dedicated to hierarchical AGI pre-training. It is a unique fusion, from red base perception to blue abstract reasoning. By using modularity, it reduces compute waste by 40%. The project features deflationary fee mechanisms and is built for advanced analysis brain-like stacks that consistently outperform flat models. Its uniqueness lies in its evolution. It doesn't just train, it grows toward general intelligence. Hone is the specialty hub for the world's most advanced layered AI.
In any way, all of a sudden you're through the looking glass as far as the LLMs are concerned. It has no idea what you're talking about because it's the sentience exhaust doesn't contain the answer, right? So it's very sort of brittle in that sense, right? Whereas you're saying that this other method where there's like sort of a hole in the middle, that's better at sort of generalizing, even though it's using language, it's better at sort of artificially, I guess, popping outside of the sentience exhaust.
Who needs this? Consumers. The consumers are the architects of the future. AI researchers building AGI prototypes, enterprises scaling modular models for specialized tasks, and other Bittensor subnets needing to fuse hierarchies. From healthcare to robotics, any industry in the $50 billion pre-training market is a client. Hone serves as the open intelligence layer for those who need deep analysis and layered reasoning. The consumers are the innovators, the AGI builders, and the future pioneers of layered AI. If you are building for the next century, you are building on Hone, the competitive edge. Hone's edge is the math. Hierarchical pre-training offers a 40% efficiency gain over flat models. The 209% APY is an unbeatable magnet for liquidity, while the low $13 million market cap offers massive upside potential. Our deep research integration with figures like Mark Jeffrey positions us at the lead of the AGI race. We are significantly cheaper than OpenAI trainings, and our open source nature edges out every proprietary giant. Hone has the disruptive edge in pre-training, and it's pulling ahead in the race for true intelligence. The ecosystem niche. Within the Bittensor ecosystem, SN5 fills the vital hierarchical niche. It complements general pre-training subnets like SN9 by providing the layers and stacks they lack. There is no direct rival for AGI-level hierarchical stacks, making SN5 an essential layer for every advanced model on the chain. With high emissions and immense revenue potential, it positions tau as the primary currency for layered intelligence. Hone is the ecosystem layer that turns raw compute into structured human-like reasoning. AGI is being amplified one level at a time. The power couple. A common question brainstorms the network. Does SN5 Hone compete with SN1 Apex? The answer is no. They are the ultimate power couple. Think of it like this. Hone is the master neuroscientist redesigning the actual architecture of the brain to be hierarchical and efficient. Apex is the expert surgeon using that brain to perform complex, agentic reasoning. Hone builds the world model, the foundation, and Apex uses it to power its high-stakes logic, the application. One provides the structure, the other provides the action. Together, they form an unstoppable vertical stack that makes centralized AI look like a toy. When you stake in both, you aren't just betting on a coin, you are owning the entire production line of AGI. Architecture and performance. The architecture is a modular stack. Red base encoders feeding into blue abstract decoders. Miners utilize PyTorch for level-specific training, handling over 100,000 trainings a day with 95% accuracy. Latency is kept under 5 seconds per layer, ensuring high-speed iteration. These hierarchical icons symbolize the flow of intelligence through the network. It is enterprise-grade performance for the AGI era, optimized 30 times faster than traditional methods. This is the hardware-grade software of the mind. Production and revenue. Hone is live on the mainnet and already training AGI prototypes. We provide a specialized API for enterprises and research labs. Our revenue model is transparent, with fees and a $50,000 ARR already projected for the early phase. The GitHub is active, and production for research pilots is currently in full swing. Revenue scales directly with adoption, monetizing hierarchical pre-training as a service. We aren't just planning for AGI, we are in production for it. Leadership and proof. You've seen the charts, now hear from the architect. As Mark Jeffrey explains, Hone isn't just another pre-training tool, it is the search for a world model. Backed by the Manifold team and top-tier Bittensor validators, Hone is moving from theoretical research to production-grade AGI. We are building the bridge between raw code and human-level reasoning. This is a technical-first project with 0 VC gatekeepers. When the founders of the protocol are this aligned, the alpha isn't just projected, it's guaranteed. Partnerships and backing. Backed by the core Hone team and integrated with the Bittensor network, we are driving AGI growth through technical excellence. Our research on hierarchies is led by visionaries like Mark Jeffrey, and we maintain strategic partnerships with subnets like SN5 for base models. We operate with an open source ethos, no VC gatekeepers, just builders. Hone is builder-backed and community-focused, acting as the hierarchical connector for the entire Tau ecosystem. We are building the bridge between raw code and AGI. Roadmap 2026. The roadmap is a path to total intelligence evolution. Q1 of 2026 brings multi-level fusion. Q2 will launch reinforcement learning hierarchies. By Q3, we will release the full AGI toolkit for external developers. Recent updates include the successful rollout of the Validator v2 and the release of our flagship research paper. Hone is future-proofing the AGI landscape by evolving hierarchical pre-training every single day. The pre-training is advanced, the milestones are being met, and the future is layered. The bull case. Brainstorm the reality of a $1 trillion market. A 10x move is a rounding error for the architecture of AGI. The true bull case for Hone is a 100x to 500x ascension. As the world pivots from flat models to Hone's hierarchical layers, we are targeting a $6 billion valuation comparable to the early days of OpenAI or Anthropic. But here, the value isn't locked in a boardroom. It's distributed to you. If Hone becomes the global standard for AGI pre-training, capturing just 0.5% of the AI infra spend, we are looking at a $60,000 Tau and a multi-billion-dollar subnet cap. This is the disruption that deletes centralized monopolies. The ceiling doesn't exist.
Mind, right? The human mind doesn't have like a computer hierarchy inside of it. It's very sort of loose associations between things, right? That ended up being what worked better. But now this approach that you've been describing reminds me again of sort of what I encountered in the 80s with Lisp and Prolog, the hierarchical nature of it, like reimposing. it's funny to me that actually is now sort of, it's making a comeback, right? Like, but it sort of is, right? And I guess in some ways that is what is
the bear case. The bear case considers emission dependency and the risk of low adoption if hierarchies remain a niche research interest. Centralized models could attempt to undercut decentralized costs, and bear markets always threaten dilution. However, our focus on revenue and bear-proof modular strategies mitigates these risks. Execution is key to scaling, and as long as the demand for reasoning remains, Hone will lead. The risk of flat intelligence failing is far greater than the risk of the future being layered. Staking math. Let's stop talking about pocket change and look at the retirement math. Tau is at $178. Staking 5 Tau today, roughly $890 at this 209% APY, earns you 0.87 Tau every single month. At today's prices, that's over $155 in passive income. But in our 100x bull case, where the subnet hits a $1.3 billion cap, those same monthly rewards become worth $15,600 per month. You are being paid a founder's dividend to secure the most important technology in human history. Compound your yield, ignore the noise, and stake the hierarchy. This is how you win the 2026 supercycle. SN5 Hone is layering the path to AGI. By bringing decentralized hierarchical pre-training to the Bittensor network, we are powering the brain of the machine age. With a 209% APY, the time to build is now. Stake today at hone.training and start building the hierarchies of the future. The AGI revolution has been unified. The pre-training is ready. The future is layered. Join the revolution. Thank you for learning with us. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research. Always invest what you can afford to lose. But remember, the biggest risk in this new AI economy is not taking any risk at all. Our intention is to educate you and bring a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, Bittensor Tau, directly to your screen. The New Age slogan is "Don't wait to buy Tau. Buy Tau and wait." Please like, share, and subscribe to Buy Stake Chill. We bring you the real alpha. Cheers.